from Collector.
Well guys, we're back. Let me load up my face. What's going on guys? We're back with another one. Today is going to be a very simple video guys. It shouldn't be that long. I don't want to make it that long because I gotta render this shit. We're going to turn this game into a WBFS file and we're going to put it eventually in this hard drive that we're using with a USB adapter. We're using it on the Wii with a bunch of games that I have. This is the times you guys can do this. When you have a game that you have that like Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Virtual Tennis 4, any of those games that are online playable. I'm gonna show you what you should do to be able to play those games online using the USB loader GX. Alright guys, the USB loader GX is very easy to use, especially in the Wii games. So it's gonna be very simple. The only program we're gonna use, two programs today. We're gonna use the CleanRip to copy the game in the Wii. On the Wii, copy the game into a SD card that I'm gonna use. Where is it? I already plugged it into the computer, but it's basically it's a USB SD card adapter. You know, very simple stuff. I'm using a 64 gig. I will always suggest when you're gonna copy your games, use at least a 32 gig, 32, 64 gig, a good size, so you can do a couple games, I guess, if you have a couple games. But you don't have to. The minimum I would say would be 8. Most Wii games are like 6, 7 the most, 8 the most. Like Smash Bros is 8 gigs, but other than that, most of the other games are like 4 and below. So you should be fine with a 32 gig. You know, for like a couple games, or 8 gig just for one game. It's gonna take you longer because you gotta do one at a time, but let's get started guys. We're in the computer right now and let me show you. I'm in the computer that we're gonna use to do all that stuff. And as you can see, I got the Wii Master D. I got this already in here, and this is the 64 gig SD card that I have in there with a USB adapter. So that's what we're going to be using. This one will be connecting to the Wii in a second. I haven't reached the Wii yet, but the programs we can the original the original song, the original retro. Alright guys, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna use two programs today. In the computer we're gonna use Wii Backup Manager, that I tell you guys is always good. And you will use, if you're gonna do Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Virtual Tennis 4, Mario Strikers for the Wii, the soccer game, all those stuff are online playable. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna use the Wii Patch, the Wimmfi Patcher. You're gonna use that program too if you're gonna patch your game for online play. This game over here, Active Life Explorer, it's not an online game, so we're not gonna use that program. But this is the best time to do the patch, guys. When you copy your games, you patch them for the online play, and you put them in your hard drive. When you play them on the USB loader GX, you'll be ready to go. It's a one-time deal. You don't have to do it every time. You just do it one time, and that's it. You save it on the file. Alright guys? But the one we're going to use in this video is going to be Wii Backup Manager, and that is basically it. And then we're going to use FAT32. It's a program that we can turn any hard drive into FAT32 format. Sometimes it's harder. Anything over 32 gigs, it won't be like when you try to format it through the computer, it won't let you. It was gonna tell you NFTS or the EXFAT. So, all right, let's get out of here. Let me get this thing out of here. Yeah, let me grab it, guys. And don't forget to check out the channel, guys. I got something called PC Realm, as you can see in front of you. I play a lot of my PC games on my computer. You know what I mean? I play on my Dell Precision. It's not a oh my god computer. You know, it's a Dell Precision. It's a pre-built that I put a Xeon in there that normally didn't come in there. Came with this really cheap Xeon, and I put a better Xeon in there. I put a 8 core 16 thread Xeon in there, so get a little more juice out of it. You know, I play on my games, so you guys can see the frames data on most of the games that I play. But get back to the action, guys. Let me switch over to the Wii, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back in the Wii now. Alright, guys. Alright, so once you're in the Wii. Oh shit. That where my sensor bar was. Alright. So once we're in the Wii, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna go to Homebrew channel. I'm gonna hit start on the Homebrew channel. And then we're gonna go to I don't have CleanRip yet, so we're gonna go grab it. Yeah, I don't have it yet on this because I'm, this is a PC that Wii that I have for sale, I guess you can say, for trading. I like to trade them. Alright, so we're gonna load the Homebrew browser, and we're gonna get CleanRip real quick. Alright, music is pretty hardcore right here. Alright, let me get CleanRip. We're gonna go to utilities. Then we're gonna scroll down a little bit. Alright, we should see it soon. Where is it? Where is it? There we go, my friend here, CleanRip. Boom. Download it. Pretty easy. Alright, that's it. We're gonna use it now. We're gonna press home, return to loader, return to the loader. Alright, now we're back in the loader. Now let's go back in. Let's go in CleanRip. Oh, this is right on the first page. Yeah, right here. So let's go into CleanRip. We're gonna hit load. Okay, saying disclaimer, responsible. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm unable to check some calculation. Enable it. Okay, yes. We're gonna use. What are we gonna use right now? We're gonna use the USB in the back. Remember, you have to already have the Wii already homebrewed and done the patch that I do to them. Okay. So we're gonna hit USB. We're gonna pick what file type you're gonna use. You can use FAT32 or you can use NTFS. I will always suggest NTFS because NTFS, these are all ISO files and they could be pretty big sometimes. And if the game is big, it's gonna make a difference. It's gonna split it, and FAT32 is gonna tell you that it's not big enough, and it's gonna like stop the copy. If you do NFTS, any size files fit in there, and FAT32 only 4 gigs or smaller can be like one file, and NFTS is whatever. So we're gonna use NFTS. Okay, we're gonna insert the disk now. Let me see, let me put the disk in there. Clean it out real quick. Oh yeah. Alright, come over here. Yeah, I'm back. Here we go. My bad, I always sit all this formula like. Alright, let's go. Press A. We master mount 1 NTS volume. We're gonna press A. Okay. Data file not found. Download now. We're gonna put nope. Okay, now installing the disk. Alright, here we go. When you go do a layer, you're gonna leave it no. Chunk, you're gonna put max. New device per chunk, I'm gonna put no. Alright, guys? Put A. Remember the settings for next time? I'll put no. Now it's the waiting game, alright, guys? I'm gonna leave you guys here for a little bit, and we'll come back. We'll come back to this when it's done copying the game. Alrighty. Well, guys, I had an issue with the disc. I don't know if the disc is scratched, but it kept telling me that it was on read error. So we're gonna try a different disc just so I can stay on the video. Same thing, we're gonna pick NFTS. Press A. Okay, inserted the disc already. It's world it's Call of Duty Warcraft 3 or something. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna remember, guys. This is the max. No max. Alright. We're gonna press A. We're gonna put yes. Alright. I'll come back again when this is copied. Hopefully. Well, here we go, guys. Here we go. We finally made it through the process of copying the file. I'll show you guys on the disk, on the SD card, what happened. See, this one took 13 minutes, so let's get out of here. Now we gotta go back in the computer, so let me do that and I'll come right back, guys. Thank you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, check out the channel, show you guys all the stuff for your Nintendo Wii. Alright, guys, we're back in the computer now. As you can see, I inserted a USB drive and I have it over here. I have the couple files right here. This one that got broken down and the disk stopped. Like I said, I had to change disk. Let me show you guys. We're initially trying to copy Active Live Explorer, but for some reason it's scratched up. So I slipped in there. I put Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I copy that, and that is online playable back in the days, but now I try to patch it with the Wimmfi online patcher and it's not working, guys. There's not a server active, I guess, for it. Maybe, I don't know. I will patch it in the video so I can show you guys how to patch it if you're copying like Mario Kart or Smash Bros or any other online playable games that you see on my channel that I show you that are unplayable. I have a whole video, I'll link it, I'll put it on top. I'll show you all the playable online games that I tested with a friend, and then they worked pretty well. You know, I mean, no lag, no real lag. Or Pokemon Battle Revolution is a good one. I mean, if you have Pokemon Battle Revolution, you can patch it, you can copy it. If you copy it, you can patch it. You can do that. Tell your friend to do the same thing. You guys can play online. But here we go. So let's erase this. Let's erase all this right here. Yes, let's erase that. And the only thing we're gonna grab is gonna be the ISO file, the actual game. So we're gonna go on the desktop and we're gonna open a new folder. We're gonna call it ISO. Oh, wrong keyboard. I have too many keyboards, guys. I have two computers. So I'm always shit, wrong mouse. Alright, so here we're gonna write ISO on this folder, and we're gonna grab it, and we're gonna grab it and we're gonna put it in there. Alright, it's gonna transfer it. Yeah, I forgot. Right now we're using my slow computer, the originator of the channel. This is what I started the channel with, playing Nintendo Wii games, like Sega games, Nintendo games, you know, Super Nintendo, of course. And when I was playing Xbox Battle of the Hills in the beginning at 720p, you guys were able to watch at 720p the most. You know, I was pushing it. You know, I would press the wrong button, and the whole stream will crash. So want to say thank you guys again for all the support on the channel, all the new subscribers that's been subscribing to the channel, watching me do this to your Nintendo Wii's, or watching me play my random video games. I appreciate that a lot, because it's like YouTube is like my only thing to like try to be nice to people. I mean, I'm nice to people all the time, but it's like I feel like showing you guys this and showing some knowledge, you know, sharing some of my knowledge so you guys could do it yourselves is like, it's a gift, you know. I don't have much to give, so whatever knowledge I could pass on to anybody else that could use it in a way that's gonna make them enjoy themselves that day or whatever, it's fulfilling. So I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you guys. It makes me feel cool that I have 602 subscribers right now. I remember I started and it was like I think I had like 100 and something subscribers, and I was like, wow, I can't believe it, this is the best. It's like, and it just kept getting more and more. So it is what it is, you know. I don't see YouTube as like a profitable thing. I don't want to like really make money out of it. I don't really care about that. I never care about money. Maybe I should, but money to me is just things we need in life. But so many things are done for those things, you know. It's like, but it is what it is, guys. That's life. That's the world we live in. But someone's done copying. Let's get back to business. No more life stuff. Yeah, perfect. New song. Perfect. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna copy it. So we copy it from the SD card, the hard drive that I had. The SD card with the USB adapter. Okay, guys. So we copy it from there. We're gonna close this for now. I'll show you what we're gonna do later. Alright. So we're gonna go into the ISO. And we see it right there. Alright, guys, you with me so far? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna leave this open. We're gonna leave it right here. And then we're gonna go into my computer apps that I have, all my apps that I use for all my random stuff that I do. Alright, so we're gonna go into Wiimmfi Backup Manager, and we're gonna double click it, and then we're gonna, when you download Wiimmfi Backup Manager, the only thing it's gonna be is you gotta know if you have a Wing64 or Wing32 what is it, program set or whatever. I don't know, you'll see it when it pops up. You can see if you have 64 or 32. Most new computers are 64, so more than likely you got 64-bit system. Alright, so we click that. We're gonna click this. I'm gonna open it. Try to close all the applications in the background like this one, except the one you're gonna transfer the stuff to. Or even this one, we can close this one. We don't need this one right now. Alright, guys, so you see the file there, right? ISO on the desktop. So next thing, once you open up Wiimmfi Backup Manager, we're gonna go to File. We're gonna add file. We're gonna ask us where to get it from. We're gonna go to Desktop. We're gonna go to ISO, and we're gonna select the ISO there. Oh, guys, almost messed up. But let's rewind. Let's go backwards, because if this was a regular game, you would do that. But this is a game that supposedly you can play online, but no more servers for it. But if this was Mario Kart or Smash Bros or Virtual Tennis 4, you would do this, because I want to play some people on Virtual Tennis 4. Let me know if you have Virtual Tennis 4 in the comments, and patch the damn game so you can play against me, man. That game is pretty awesome. But let's get back to business. So instead of converting the ISO into a WBFS, we're gonna patch the ISO now. Alright, guys, very different things. So we're gonna still open my folder here, and instead of going to the Wiimmfi Backup Manager folder, I'm gonna open up the Wimmfi Patch. Okay, so we're gonna double click that. Once I have it here, I'm gonna double click that, and it's right there. Okay, guys, you see this? I just opened the folder basically. We're gonna I have no images, Wimmfi images. I have nothing in this folder, and you can see I just opened the folder. That's it. Double clicked it. Alright, so I'm gonna go here, go to the ISO folder that I have here. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's perfect. So I'll go to ISO folder. This is the game that we copied, and I'm just gonna grab the file and transfer it right here. Alright guys, it went from this folder into the ISO folder that I made into the Wimmfi patcher. Alright, let's close that again. Alright, now we're back in this. Now all you have to do here guys is double click patch image. Alright, once you double click this, you can see this black screen and the lights and stuff and flashing. It's gonna try to tell you to go outside and smash your windows, but don't do it. Don't do it. It's just part of the program. But you're gonna see the progress here. We're already at 49%, 53%, 63%. It's going pretty quick. So this is what you do. You have Mario Kart, Smash Bros, any online playable game. Like I said, I'll leave a link to the video that I did where you can see all the games that are online playable, so you know what are online playable and which ones to do this to. Because I tried doing this to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 like we're doing right now again, but it's not gonna work. Alright, but we'll do it anyways. Alright, so we're gonna hit any key and that's it. Alright guys, now we're back here. Alright, you see the original game there, the one that I dragged from this folder into here. We're not gonna use that no more. We're gonna go to Wimmfi images, and then we have a new file. This one's the patch one. It's patched. Alright, so we're gonna grab this one and we're gonna put it in the ISO folder, and it's gone from here. And this one you can either erase it, the original copy, or you can keep it. I don't know how much space you have in your computer, but I'll just probably erase it. But in this computer I don't really care. This computer, like I said, is like the originator. This is the OG computer. This has everything. It has a whole bunch of computer programs and I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, so let me erase this now. Alright, so now we're gonna take the step that we're gonna take before we patched it. Now we're gonna go computer apps again, and then we're gonna open Wii Backup Manager. Remember 32 or 64? I have 64-bit system. Yes. We're gonna close this. Okay, now we're back over here. Now the tricky part is this. Now we have to make a drive for this. We already have, remember, we already have the hard drive and SD card that we use to copy the game. All right, but what's wrong with that is that this Master D, this SD card, if you look at the properties, we kept it NTFS. We kept it MTFS so we could fit any size file into it when we're copying a game. A game could be 4 gigs or more, so you need something that's at least 8 gigs. And if you have an 8 gig, it's gonna be, I believe it's gonna be FAT32. So you will have to convert it into NTFS. Well, you could do that through the computer. You don't need a program for that. But this is a 64-bit, 64 gig SD card, so it naturally comes as NTFS. Okay, so we're gonna keep it that way for now. All we have this original game. So what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna close that again. Before I actually copy the game, we're gonna make the hard drive, the SD card with the adapter. We're gonna use it usable with USB loader GX. But when you do that is you convert it into a FAT32. Okay, so we're gonna go to my FAT32 program here. It's called quit format, and then I'm gonna go here, and then it's gonna ask me what drive, the D drive, 62 gigs. We're gonna convert that into FAT32. Alright, so you can do this to anything. That's what I do to the 1 terabytes, 2 terabytes hard drives that I'll be doing deals with my Wiis. I just convert them using this program. Alright, so now it's done. So now we're gonna go to it. It's over here, and we gotta make a folder for it. We're gonna make a WBFS folder. Alright, so now we have a hard drive / SD card ready for your Wii, so you can store all your copy games, so you can play them on the USB loader GX. Alright guys, sorry I'm doing this a little backwards, but we're getting across. Alright, so we got a WBFS folder made. on the SD card, 64 gigs. As you can see now, it's FAT32, 57 gigs. So we converted it from NFTFS to FAT32. Remember, anything over 32 gigs, you're gonna have to do this 40 gig, 48, whatever, you know. I don't think they're making like that, but all right. So this is ready to go. We're gonna close this, and now finally we're gonna actually transfer. We're gonna convert. First, we're gonna convert and transfer this ISO file. And that's why I always tell you guys that Wiimmfi Backup Manager is a great tool to double check your games to see if they're actual good files. But sometimes you can acquire a game and it could be missing files, or it could be half a file, or it could be just not the correct file. Alright, so this is a quick way. Wiimmfi Backup Manager is a great tool. That's why I tell you guys always to use it. Alright, so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna do a file, we're gonna add file, we're gonna add the file, we're gonna go to desktop, ISO, and we're gonna grab this. See how quickly it pops up? I went to ISO, I double clicked it, and it pops up. If you acquire a game and you do that, you click ISO, and you click here, you go to you go to desktop, or the desktop stuff, and you go to ISO and you double click it with whatever you wanted to call your folder you made, and you click it and you don't see the game like right away like this, it's a problem. Either the file is bad or something's wrong. It has to pop up. If it pops up, that's a good sign. So you click it and then you open it, and let's look what's gonna happen in the Wiimmfi Backup Manager. Once I do this, you guys didn't see it because it's not full screen, but it transferred it right away. Sometimes, yeah, let me make this big. Sometimes in this corner over here, there'll be like a little bar. If you double click on the game to, like what we did right now, and it stays like it's copying the game or transferring the file, it's not a good file, guys. That's how it is, Alright, so as you can see here, you have Modern Warfare 3, 4.2, 4.24 gigabytes, ISO type. Okay, so we have all this here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna select the drive. We're gonna drive one. We're gonna drive one, and we're gonna select it. And I know it's D drive. The D drive is the drive we made that has the WBFS folder, and it's empty. 64 gigs. 57.92. That's after a conversion to FAT32. You lose a little bit, but whatever. So we have it here. So now that we have it, we're gonna go back to File. We're gonna click on it, and then we're gonna click Transfer to Drive 1, the one that we selected. That's the D drive. All right, guys. We're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna go into this screen over here, where it's gonna transfer the game. All right, guys. Might be pretty quick. Like I said, appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the channel. I'm doing more stuff. I'm playing more games now. And first but foremost, shout out to Elgato. This thing I've been using my Elgato HD60 for the channel, so since the beginning of the retro capsule of the PC realm, Elgato been there with me, so I appreciate them. That shit never let me down. I had to upload the drivers a couple times here and there, but nothing major, nothing where it's not working at all. This video is gonna be pretty long, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I got the music in the background, you know what I mean? From Rock and Roller. We mix solo. I don't know what good song is playing. And don't forget, guys, we got online playable games. Play online with your friends. Play online with your friends. Smash Bros. Mario Kart Wii. Virtual Tennis 4. Tetris. What else? What else? Pokemon Battle Revolution. Yes, indeed. Oh, the Street Fighter versus Konami or something like that. It's like a Street Fighter game. Pretty good. And what else? What else? Mario Strikers, the soccer game for Wii. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I played it. No lag. I think Excitobots, some shit like that. Oh, my bad, guys. Some stuff like that. It's like a robot game. It's like a robot card game. You drive around and stuff. And you do like you got like suit. You're a robot, but you're like animals or something. You're like a frog. Not a frog. Frog is slow. You know what I mean? It's like they're animal exobots, something like that. That's online playable. And there was one more. I think it was Extreme Bikes or something like that. It's forget what it was. But it's 8 of them all together, guys. Like I said, I'll leave it on the top. Then you guys can click on to see the video, or I'll leave it in the description. So appreciate you guys. This is almost done, and then we'll go to the final step: playing the game. Alright, guys. Like I always do in my videos, I will show you guys from start to finish the real life scenarios. What happened when we're copying the game to the game? The disc, the freaking disc was damaged. Alright, guys. So. Alright, here we go. It finished. You can see it finished it. So now we're gonna click it and we're gonna click remove. Remove selected. Must be remove selected. Sometimes you gotta wait a little bit. You'll try to close the program and it won't close right away. So don't try to close it right away. Just remove the file. Let it be for a second. And then close it. If it doesn't let you close it, you'll see it. I'll tell you. Alright, so now let's check out the folder if it's transferred it. We go to WiiMaster, WBFS, folder we made, and look, there it is. Modern Warfare 3. It tells you the gen where it's from, and it gives you the game ID, and that's very important. Sometimes you get games, you acquire games, and they don't have the game ID, and you have to find the game ID to be able to put the game ID on the game like this. That's the correct way to do your game. And then so you can play it on USB loader GX, and we click on it. It separates the game. Since the game was bigger than 4 gigs, any game that's bigger than 4 gigs, you need to use Wii Backup Manager, because it's gonna separate the file for you. Where you can't do this yourself. You can't name a file this and name a file that and put them together in a folder. You can't. So Wii Backup Manager, guys. If you listen to anything I say in this channel, Wii Backup Manager is gonna be a very important tool to verify games, to check games. It's the same thing, but it's gonna be a good tool to just double check that what you're gonna do is gonna work. So when you try to play the game, it's actually gonna play. You're not gonna get black screens. You're not gonna get stuff like that. Especially when you're getting WBFS games. If you're getting WBFS games, just use Wii Backup Manager to transfer the WBFS games that you acquire on your computer to a hard drive or to a SD card / USB adapter. Alright, guys. Alright, so we're gonna use it just like this. Well, let's get out of here. So let's get back. Let's close this, open this, close this. Let me get my USB adapter out of there. Alright, guys, I'll be back in a second. Alright, guys, I think I'm back. I think we're back now. On the Wii now. We're in the Wii. I connected. Oh, hold on, where my antenna at? Oh shit, my sensor bar. Here we go. Remember, I connected the USB adapter, SD card adapter in the back of the Wii. Remember, connected to the bottom port, the belly port I call it. The USB port at the bottom one. Not the top one, but the bottom one. Alright, guys, remember, it's important. Some people say it's not, but I never had any issues when I connected there. Alright, the fucking sensor bar at. Oh, my bad, guys, my bad. No more cursing. Oh, here we go. I was looking at the wrong screen, that's why. Alright, so we're in the sensor bar. Let's go USB loader GX. Let's see if It loads up. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we copy the game correctly. You know what I mean? We patched it too, so let's see if we didn't mess up the game. Now we patched it for online play. One game. Boom. We don't have it discover. Modern Warfare 3. USNE. EN. Okay, so remember, guys, when you want to get, as long as you have Wi-Fi on your Wii, and I will always suggest to connect the Wi-Fi to your Wii. But if you do, all you gotta do right here is press 1. This is gonna appear. You press OK. 4 files missing. Yes. You have to have Wi-Fi though, guys. You have to have Wi-Fi. Of course, it's gonna take a lot longer if you have more games. Like the other day I had to do another Wii, and I get the guy like, I don't know, a lot of games, and then I did this and it took. I walked my dog for like 25 minutes, came back and it was still loading. So it takes a while if you have a lot of games, guys. All right, boom, there you go. Oh look, I don't see the online thing. All right, guys. So final test of the night, of the day, wherever you're from right now. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Down only.
All warfare is based on deception.
There you go, guys. Alright, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you guys.
The West's hypocrisy
Teach
has
you guys
made the
simple
world a
stuff to do. It's pretty easy, guys. I mean, it was just, you gotta wait sometimes. The faster your computer, the faster the files are gonna transfer. So keep that in mind. I'm using a baby slow computer. More other computers are going faster, but. Alright, guys. Remember, like I always tell you, if you're gonna acquire games or acquire your games using your phone, I don't know if you have a super fancy phone, but sometimes it's easier. Alright, guys. I appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for the intro of this game, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
The lie spreads like a wildfire, everything in its path.
This is a deliberate act of war against the United States.
Our enemies believe that they alone dictate the course of history. That all it takes is the will of a single man.